Okay, so I just want to go ahead and say before this story time actually goes underway that I am in no way, shape, or form insulting the police. I have so much respect for them. They lay their lives down on the line every single day for people like me who won't do that or can't do that, and I respect that so much. It's just a couple of funny stories about things that happened. It's no disrespect or assholes or anything like that, and I feel like I have to say that because of our current climate and because everyone is hating the police, but this is not going to be a political discussion. This isn't going to be some hatred toward the police. It's just a couple crazy stories. So roll the story time. Thank you, babes. So I'm going to be telling you a crazy cop story today, which is going to be really cool. And it was my senior year of high school. So my senior year of high school, I had finally just, said fuck it, and I started being a total party girl. And like in my yearbook, it's so bad. People were like, I knew you when we were younger, and then I kind of lost touch, and then senior year you really came out, and I'm absolutely in love with you. You're so amazing. And it was just really funny. So I was like a cute little party girl, and there was a party coming up for homecoming, and homecoming was not like a big thing. It wasn't like football games and stuff. We only had soccer. We didn't have football, and so it was a soccer game and then a party, and everyone was in the soccer. Like, it was a freaking cult, so that like everyone was gonna go after the game. And we had a Facebook page. We had Seniors 2013 Facebook page, and it was mostly for posting parties, but you also posted school things and like questions and such, but mostly for parties. And the homecoming party was going to be thrown by an underclassman, and she had her upperclassman friend post in our group saying, hey guys, so and so is having a party, just hit her up and tell her you're going. And so I was like, or like comment down below and say you're going, and I was like, I'll be there, what's up? And so after homecoming, we won, whatever, we go to this homecoming party. It's not at her house, it's at her landlord's house. Girl, like so dope for throwing this party. It was a dope ass party, but like so not thoughtful, like so bad idea, whatever. And there were people in the Facebook group that loved to party and would go out and be like, yes, I'll be there, and we all like had the same photos up and stuff like that. And then there were people who didn't like parties but didn't really care. They were like, whatever. And then there were people who absolutely hated parties, or people posting about them, and tried everything in their power to make us feel bad. Foreshadowing. So I'm at this party, and one of my friends who is in the category of doesn't really want to party, like doesn't really care for it, doesn't have an opinion on it, sends me a text. And she's like, hey. And I'm like, hey, what's up? And she's like, police were called for your party, and or like the party you're at. And she has a police scanner in her kitchen because her brother's a police officer, and because they're all firefighters, so they all need to know that type of stuff. And so she heard it on the little scanner, and I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like, someone called in and said there was a Facebook post about a party, and she was reporting it anonymously. There was like one bitch who had a big problem with us partying and had a problem with us posting pictures of us like out. And this bitch went through our Facebook page and actually had the balls to call the police. And so I'm like, oh shit, finish my shot, go up to the girl who's throwing the party and like shove my phone in her face because I was like kind of tipsy, and I was like, here you go. And she's like, is this real? And I was like, it's 100% real. They have a scanner in their kitchen. And she tells the guy to cut the music. First of all, the party was mostly outside. She didn't really let people into the house, like if you had to go to the bathroom, and the stoners got to stay in there and stuff like that. But she didn't really let people into the house. So we were all outside. So she says to the guy, cut the music, and goes, everyone get the fuck in the house or go fucking hide because the cops are on their way. I grab my girls and we run immediately into the house, and she says, okay, everyone get in the basement. Because I don't know if you guys know this is a law. I didn't know it was a law until like senior year of high school, where if you're all in a house and someone calls the police about a house party, the police can't enter the house. They have to knock on the door, and then like they get loopholes, like if no one answers they try to open it, but they knock on the door and someone can open it, and they can't come in if there's like nothing behind them that looks suspicious. So that's like a law. So half the people run into the house and run into the basement. Half the people run out to the fields. Like, we don't know what's going on. We all get in the basement. We shut the lights off. We're all on the ground, and we're freaking out. And let me just say, my senior year, I acquired a lot of alcohol. My mom had a cabinet for parties, like a bar cart, and it was like a bar table, and I would just kind of steal the alcohol from there, which, like, sorry mom. And then I didn't want to get caught, so I'd fill the remaining amount up with water, and then I realized that was a really stupid idea. Pro tip, because you're going to use that alcohol again, and you don't want it to be watered down. Wait till it's empty. Wait till it's fully empty. And then, so I had a couple Mike's Hard Lemonades in there, which we were all drinking, and I had a handle of vodka. And so I was like, oh my god, and I had a backpack, and I was like, oh my god, what do I do if they catch me? I'm fucked, because this is, you know, a large quantity of booze. And so we're all sitting there, and we hear this bang, bang, bang on the door, and we're like, oh shit, the cops are here. And we're all freaking out, like, but like people are still talking and being loud, and like everyone's screaming to shut up, shut up, shut up. And then we start seeing flashlights around the house, like, because we can see it in the cellar wells, and we're freaking out, like, holy shit, holy shit. Like, I've been to parties where the cops have busted up before, but it's been one police officer. There was like a million bangings noises on the door. That was horrible grammar, I'm so sorry, but like a million, like, sounded like 8 different people were hitting the door up. So we're freaking out. They're not in the house, they're just outside of it on the French doors. And then finally, we think it's over. We're like, okay, it's quiet, it's quiet, it's quiet. And the basement door swings open, and I kid you not, 3 people literally screamed. And like, I was one of those people. Like, we like, ah! Like horror movie screamed. And a girl's voice came from the top, and she said the other girl who threw the party's name. And the other girl who threw the party said nothing. And she was like, the girl said again, like, da-da-da, like, angry. And she responded back to the girl, no, I'm not coming up. And they're like, she goes, no, you're coming up. They're gonna blame it on me. So what they did was they went through the fields, and they found a girl who was like hiding, and they like they found her and surrounded her and whatever, and they pulled her out and said, bring us into the house, get the person who threw this party, or we're blaming the whole thing on you. So she came in the house, she opened the door and didn't want to get blamed. I understand completely. I'm not going to take the rap for that. Like, I'll take the rap if you're like, you need to cover you where you were at, but I'm not going to take the rap for someone else's party, especially when we're all underage drinking, God knows what else, and this isn't her house. So the girl and her are arguing, and then finally just a scary ass man's voice screams, get up here now! And I look at my friends, and I was with one of my guy friends, and he goes, leave the bottle. And I'm like, no, are you fucking kidding me? No, this thing, no, this is $50 worth of fucking alcohol, it's in a fucking handle, no, no, no. And he was like, they're going to search you if they see in your tiny ass drawstring backpack that there's alcohol, and they're going to call your parents and write you up, arrest you. And I'm like, fuck. So I leave the bottle downstairs, and I'm so pissed because like there was like more than half of it left. Like, we were just starting to take shots, so I was just a little buzzed. No, I was kind of drunk. And so we all start single file heading up the stairs, and yeah, I'm closer to the last kind of people up the stairs, and we come up, and they're like patting everyone down and checking their bags, which I don't think they're allowed to do, but whatever. And I am like against the door, so the door is open and I'm just against it walking. And there was a kid who forgot his cell phone in the basement. And first of all, there's 3 police officers. One was right in front of the steps, like letting people go out. The other one was right in front of the, because it was through the kitchen, right there through the kitchen. And the other one was behind us, and he was wearing like a neon poncho. It was weird. Anyway, so this kid forgot his phone. And he goes, oh, forgot my cell phone, and turned around. And he had a big like school backpack on. And he started heading down the stairs, and the cop was like, no. And he's like, I forgot my phone. And he reaches out to grab him by the backpack and pull him back, which is not appropriate. And while doing so, he pinned me against the wall, like clotheslined me against the wall. I'm drunk. So I'm like, hey! Or I said like, ow, hey! Because it hurt like hell. And he looks at me, the cop, and he's pissed off. There's fucking 50 people in the basement, they're coming up, this isn't her house, whatever. Still, he could have handled it a way different way instead of physically clotheslining me into the door. And instead of saying, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there, he said, watch it. And I'm like, the fuck? Peed my pants a little, the fuck? And he notices I have drawstrings on me, and he lets go of the kid, pushes me around, and starts patting down my back. And I'm like, there's nothing in there, there's nothing in there, whoa, chill, chill, chill. Freaking out. I'm freaking out. Like, that was scary as fuck. And, oh my god. It was funny though, because as we were leaving, we saw in like the living room a cop taking the statement from the girl through the party, and she's literally looks like he's like, this girl again, and she's literally explaining why it's okay. Like, it was so funny. But yeah, my police officer clotheslined me, and then I found out that kid and my friend had to go downstairs and pour out all the alcohol. They were on cleanup duty, and he texted me and he was like, I just poured out your handle, I'm so sorry. I was so pissed. But yeah, this isn't like hatred. Like, that cop was just one dick out of all of them. Like, he shouldn't have done it that way, but whatever. I have more stories if you want to hear them. This is just one. And I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below your craziest high school drinking story. And until my next video, keep it good, guys. Okay, Illy, smart.